Alright, what's going on, guys? It is your boy TKD Wins here, back at PlayStation Source, and of course a few weeks back I did beat The Last of Us Part 2. If you guys missed that whole series, we did an entire stream series. My first entire playthrough of the game was streamed live over the course of like 6 days, I think, or no, it was a full week of streaming. I beat the game. It's on a playlist on the channel. If you guys missed it, make sure to go check out that playlist down below. I'll link it down below in the description, why not? But I did want to go over my favorite The Last of Us Part 2 Easter egg, because it's a big one, it's very close to me, but I did want to go over some few things that were in the beginning of the game. This is in the first like maybe 2 to 3 hours of The Last of Us Part 2, so it's not that far into the like really spoiler stuff, but it's in the beginning section where there's some really cool stuff that I think you all will just like to know, some little info about some of these things. So without further ado, let's go over a few things and then my favorite The Last of Us Part 2 Easter egg. So starting off here, this one is very, very important to me just because it was something that I actually made a video on the day the game came out about what I hope will be addressed in The Last of Us Part 2, and some of those things did come to fruition, including this one right here. So of course, Sam for the original Last of Us, I guess light spoilers if you haven't played the original Last of Us, but you know, of course, Sam and Henry, they were big parts of the game towards the middle section, and Sam inevitably got bit. Long story short, he died and everything, but a little, you know, part of that story was that, you know, there was a moment when they were walking through, and by them I mean Joel, Ellie, Sam and Henry. They were walking through this like abandoned like toy shop type thing, and Sam wanted to grab this robot toy, but his older brother Henry said no. You know what I'm saying, that, you know, we only take what we need, you know. But Ellie was able to finesse that robot, you know, and was able to grab it for Sam, which she gave him later on in a way to comfort him when they were, you know, chilling at like an abandoned apartment trying to just get some sleep the night before he turned and inevitably died, right? So Ellie still has this robot, and here is my reaction to seeing it on stream.
Is this the same room?
Smells fine.
Yeah, it's the same room. Aw. Okay, Owen just said. No, no. No. She still has it. Yo, this is too much. Yo, holy shit.
So again, really cool touch that they did that. I'm really glad that they had it, you know, in a real world facet in her room chilling, because I feel like that's what she would honestly put it. Like, I really think that she would put it as like an homage, as a way to remember Sam and what, you know, he meant to her and stuff like that. But we move on here. We of course can pet the puppy in the game. Of course, you can pet a lot of dogs in the game. Shout out Alice. But here is the first puppy that you get to pet in The Last of Us Part 2.
Puppy. Hi, puppy.
Hey, old timer. Yeah, get a good scratch.
Good puppy. That's a good boy.
And so while that was all cool and dandy, you know, I start walking off, but then chat informs me that, hey, Gustavo Santaolalla, the main composer behind the music of The Last of Us and Last of Us Part 2, is actually in this scene, mocapped, rendered, and all, and stuff like that. So we actually get a look at him as he's playing the, I think the banjo, I believe, or the guitar, I'm not sure which one, but, you know, he is here, he's in Jackson. Check it out for yourself.
That is Gustavo Santaolalla. Oh my god. Yes. Gustavo Santaolalla.
And so I feel one of the game's greatest like ways that they were able to do a tutorial in this game is this snowball fight. So this really does teach you a lot of like the mechanics of being able to aim and shoot and duck and cover and stuff like that, and slide and, you know, do that whole jump when you're running to do a sprint type thing. It's a really, really neat way of teaching you combat in the game without it being so tutorial heavy, and I thought it was just a great moment overall. Really shows the relationship in Jackson between, of course, Ellie, Dina, and little kids and stuff like that, and just the overall vibe of Jackson. Very, very cool way to intro it, and very cool way to, you know, show off a little bit of the mechanics of combat. So definitely check out this one as well.
You thought? Get that shit. Let's go, baby. Oh, go around this way. Hold up. Where we at? But let's get it. Oh, I didn't get it. Oh, yo, she got me with that crossover. She got me with that crossover move. Hold up. Let's go. Let's go on the back. Oh man.
Oh no, you got snow in your hair.
Fire.
No fair. Eat it, shrimps. Hey, how's it feel?
And so, of course, later on in the story, we have in the trailers as well, if you guys haven't played the game for some reason, but likely you have if you're watching this video, we have Dina and Ellie going on patrol, and they take Dina's special route that has a lot of perks. And this, you know, overlook was just something that I really enjoyed seeing in the game. It really was something that is memorable and really is kind of analogous to the giraffe scene in the original Last of Us. I feel like they definitely have some close ties in terms of just like overall, you know, format and everything. And even though this isn't my draft scene, maybe I'll do another video in the future about what my actual draft scene is. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But you know, this giraffe scene, well, not draft scene, this giraffe-esque scene was early on in the game, and I thought it was a very cool thing to showcase in the overall game. So definitely check out this right here.
It's pretty nice. Yeah, this route has its perks. Where do we sign in? Come on. Fuck.
Wow. And lastly here, the big one here, my favorite Easter egg in The Last of Us Part 2. Now this one, you are going to have to play the game until you're at the Washington open world part. So when you're with Dina and you're out trying to find you know, oh no, I know, you are trying to find gas to be able to power the generator to open the gate that leads to the hotel, right? So you're trying to look for gas, you're trying to track down the gas. I'm in the cross streets right now. The cross streets are Marion Street and 5th Avenue, right? On that corner, there is a little base / like watchtower type thing where you will get a letter that's saying, hey, there's something big in the bank. You know what I'm saying? Like there's like a lot of cool stuff in the bank that is a little bit more south, that's on the corner of Cherry Street and I guess what would have been 6th Avenue, but you know, it's a whole broken down building. But if you go down there, so when you go down there, there's a bunch of clickers, there's a bunch of infected before you get to the Easter egg. But then you want to go into the back room where there's like the deposit boxes where people put expensive belongings and prize, you know, stuff in their family and stuff like that. You go into that back room and you'll be able to find my favorite Easter egg. Take a look for yourself.
Old world? Whew, you'd be rich.
Oh hell yeah. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
And yup, there it is. Nathan Drake's ring, Uncharted 3. We haven't seen it since Uncharted 3. Sic Parvis Magna. There it is right there. I was so excited when I saw this Easter egg on stream, guys. Oh, I loved it so much. It's by far and away my favorite Easter egg in the entire game. I'm very biased, but man, I just love that they included this. 10 out of 10 stuff. And it was just a great thing to see. One of my favorite moments in the whole game as a whole, man. Like, it really got me a little bit emotional on stream, man. Like, I just loved seeing this. I love Uncharted. I love Nathan Drake. And just figured I would share with you all my favorite Easter egg in The Last of Us Part 2. However, that's all we got here for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on the video as well as hit subscribe to PlayStation Store to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Down below, you can find links to, most importantly, our new join button. Yes, you can become a PlayStation Store's King member. by, you know, just hitting that join button and putting in your information, and you'll be able to support the channel and support me as a creator. So much love if you do so. But if you don't want to do that, you can make sure to go hit down in the description to follow our Discord, as well as our Anchor link to listen to long form content and podcast format. That, of course, in Road to Part 2, as well as Road to Ghost of Tsushima, and our link to our Twitter down below in the description at PS Source Vids. Hope you guys decide to support the channel and check out the content for more Ghost of Tsushima and all things Last of Us Part 2. Thank you all for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.